Hey guys, I'm back with another review for you guys today. And next, we are doing Friday the 13th Part 5. This one is sort of the redheaded stepchild, the redhead, of the franchise, the sticks out like a sore thumb one. Although when I first watched this, though, I didn't know that. I remember they were doing like a marathon one day, and I was watching it, and I thought it was Jason throughout the whole film until the end when the mask came off and revealed it was Roy. Okay, like I said, spoilers in all my reviews, one way or another. So it is not Jason Voorhees in this one. It is Roy, who is the paramedic who shows up. There's an incident. Tommy Jarvis goes to this home for wayward kids or whatever youths. He's a teenager now, although the guy who plays him was almost 30 at the time, but and I don't like this guy's portrayal of Tommy. He's frozen. He doesn't talk throughout the film. It doesn't make it makes sense that Tommy would be quiet, but, after what happened, but, maybe right after what happened, not all these years later and now as a teenager, that wouldn't make sense. He wouldn't still be quiet after all these years. He's got this look on his face the whole time, like he's gonna throw up, like he's Edward in the Twilight movie, like he's gonna throw up all the time. And, but yeah, the director of this one was Danny Steinman, and if I remember correctly, he had a background in softcore pornography, and you can tell because there's boobies and butt cheeks all over this thing, as well as kills. There are more kills in this one than there is in the rest of the franchise, I believe. In the film, each film in the rest of the franchise, not all together, but there's bunch of kills. There's also a bunch of kills in the next one too, but there's the hillbilly people getting killed, and let's see what one stand out for me. Speaking of boobies and butt cheeks, these two are doing it outside on a blanket where this one guy is watching, pervert. He gets killed when he's stabbed in the gut, and then after these two are making love, the guy goes to wash up. The girl is laying there buck naked, her boobies hanging out, and she's laying there. And then Jason, quote unquote, Roy comes and he stabs her. He has these shears and he sticks them through her eyes. We don't see it. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of cutaways in this through the eyes. And you get a crunch of break in between the nose there. And when the guy comes back, she's rolled over on her belly. And when he rolls her back over, it cuts, which there should be a clear. They need a cut there. I don't know to show his reaction. What they could have done instead was flip her over, show her, then his reaction. What they do is they flip her over, show his reaction, and then shows her. And then he gets this belt around his head, and he's pushed to a tree. It's wrapped and it's spun around with a stick. And the thing is, it's in two different directions, because when he's first doing it, he's twisting it counterclockwise. But then when it finishes, when he's finishing it, he's going clockwise, and it snaps, and it kills the guy. Those are two pretty good kills. There's a punk rocker chick in this, and she's actually the daughter of Kristen's mother from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, and I'll get to those eventually. I'll try to get those eventually. Which reminds me, for the Friday the 13th review series, I'm doing, the 8 Friday the 13th movies, the 2, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, then the remake. Freddy vs. Jason is going to wait. I'll do that in the Nightmare on Elm Street review series, because even though Jason gets most of the kills, the story is more Nightmare on Elm Street than Friday the 13th. So that's what I'm gonna do. So where was I? Yeah, so they tried to stick Roy in there a couple times. Like I said, the initial incident. I didn't get man. Man, falling down on me. Okay, the initial incident is at this home for wayward teenagers. There was this fat kid named Joey. He's got a candy bar, and he's a fuck up because he can't do anything right. He goes up to this guy named Vic. He offers him a candy bar. He sticks it down. He goes, if you want it, go ahead. And Vic takes the axe and he chops it. And the guy goes, well, if that's where you're gonna be, Vic, then whatever. And then the guy just starts chopping him with the axe, kills him. The guy gets taken away, and there's this. Roy shows up, the paramedic with the cops and everything. And you can see this look on his face that he's distraught about this. But I didn't catch that the first time I watched it. I catch it now. And then when they're hauling away another body later, they pop Roy in there like, you talking to me, Sheriff? Huh? Well, I thought you were talking to me. No, Roy, I'm not. And then they reveal at the end that Roy is the culprit, and he's got in his wallet a picture of Joey and articles from the previous Friday the 13th murders in the series. So yeah, quite a bit of boobies in this one, like I said. Even when there doesn't need to be, and I know there's never a time that it doesn't need to be boobies. I know you, yeah, I know, but alright. I know this is the 80s and all that. There's this redheaded chick, right? And this stuttering guy says that, he wants to make love to her. She laughs. He leaves. And so then later, a little bit later, she tries to wake up Reggie the Reckless, little black kid. An African-American kid, I'm sorry. And, she just covers him up with blankets. She goes upstairs to go to sleep, and she decides she's going to sleep buck naked. Or at least in her underwear, but leave her, topless. And just the way she's sleeping, alright, she lays down in the bed. She puts the blanket just under her titties, right? So they're sticking out, nipples poking up. I'm like, who sleeps like that? Who goes to sleep just like, what woman goes to sleep just like, with her nipples hanging out and everything? No woman sleeps like that, even in the 80s. No woman sleeps like that. I guarantee you they're going to cover themselves up. Especially when you got a little kid running around. I mean, come on. She just put Reggie to, she just covered up Reggie downstairs on the couch. This little 12-year-old kid, I think he's 12-year-old kid. Maybe a little younger, I don't know. This little 12-year-old kid running around. She's not going to sleep with her nipples hanging out. I'm sorry. I know. You're like, well, hey, you're seeing a pair of titties. Why are you complaining? It's common sense. And there's not a lot of common sense in this franchise. I'm just saying common sense. Alright? Besides that, alright, let's talk about the enchilada scene. Reggie takes Pam, who's the final girl of this movie, and Tommy. They're going to see his brother, Demon. What a name. Demon's there with his girlfriend Anita, right? And they introduce each other, talk, and then something happens with Tommy and the redneck hick guy, where Tommy beats the crap out of him, so they have to leave. And afterwards, Demon and his girlfriend, they're eating enchiladas, right? And the enchilada, your stomach goes, much like me earlier during my first recording of chapter 4, or the final chapter. But, he's like, oh, those damn enchiladas. Runs to the porta potty. He's sitting in there. And Anita, the girlfriend's shaking the place. Stop it. He doesn't want to be in there because it's nasty. So she's like, ooh, baby, yeah, baby. And he starts, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh. And then you kind of hear her gasp off screen. And then he's like, ooh, stops. And he gets done and he goes to leave. And he sees her dead body outside. Roy comes in and skewers him from behind. He comes from behind, like, he doesn't come in, I guess, but just like, he backs up to the back of the of the porta potty. How Roy knew he was there, I don't know. He skewers him and kills him. They added a bunch of no-nonsense kills. Like I said, I mean, who doesn't love to see a nice pair of boobies on the screen? But there's this... There's a scene that was added after the fact to add more gore and titties and stuff. And that's when this girl's getting ready to go on a date with her boyfriend. And the boyfriend gets killed, but she doesn't know it. She's in the bathroom getting ready, and she like takes her titties out and moving them and stuff. It's okay, it's nice to see a pair of tits there, but was it necessary? God, what's going on with me? Of course, I like a pair of titties as much as the next guy, alright? But, you know, there comes, I don't know, they added that in there to get more of that. And this guy, like I said, was a softcore porn director, so, you know, whatever may come of that. But, then she gets killed, you know, very quickly. She was only there for TNA. So, you know, not the wrestling company. Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention, I was going to start at the beginning of the video, I forgot. One thing I forgot to mention was how they killed Jason in the last one. After Tommy gets dressed up like Jason and stuff, he comes down and he slices Jason in the head to the eye. And it goes down, the mask comes off, it goes to the eye. Jason's still alive, so he takes the machete. Die! 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 Like he murders the hell out of Jason, right? Not that, you know, part 6 you don't see that, the cut marks on him, but who cares? Also in this one they say that Jason's body is cremated. Remember that for part 6 when I do it, because that is completely changed in the next one. They say his body was cremated. When the sheriff says it's Jason Voorhees, the mayor says Jason Voorhees was cremated. And, you know, it's a good point. That could also be pushed to the sheriff's point, too. Did you see him cremated? Were you there? You never know. But the fact that there's a grave in part 6, I mean, come on. So anyway, this one, not one of my favorites. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Still not one of the worst. I haven't watched it again. It used to be like the bottom of my list. I haven't watched it again, though. It's gone up a little bit. So, yeah. 7 out of 10. But yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And wait a minute. Who is this? Who are you, sir? Who is this duck? Has he been doing my review for me? Has he been mimicking my voice? Who are you? What's going on? Why is there a tint here? Hold on. Okay. I just want to let you know what I did here. Because there was a fake Jason in Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. I made a fake me with my duck fez. And it was just an idea I came up with. I put the shirt on him, have him be me, or the review. This will be the last review for the day. Because I want to go back to the Spider-Man reviews. I got to get those done. I was going to start another review series that I'm also doing. I was going to do it concurrently with this one, because I did 5 movies in one day. I need to slow down. I was not going to have any left. I'll be doing 6, 7, and 8 of Friday the 13th on Wednesday if I get a chance. Hopefully I do. And then 9, 10 in the remake on Friday. So it evens out, you know what I mean? So there's that. Yeah, so and one I'm doing concurrently is a movie came out recently called Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I decided to do a Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review series. That I will be doing in the near future. I want to try to get it done before October. If the time goes where I can't get it done before October, then it's gonna stop until November, where I do it again. But I don't know. Because if I get that, I want to do those Spider-Man home video releases, the animated ones where they're like one narrative and stuff. so I kind of want to wait. I don't know, maybe I'll do those first. I don't know. But I want to finish the Spider-Man reviews too. I just realized I hadn't finished doing that yet. So, yeah. So just remember to like, share, subscribe. And see you next time. Bye, man.